gonna be a hell of a dump.
Now, hey, speaking of Disney making decisions and dumping info and the investors' calls and everything, let's talk about Star Wars for a minute because recently we of course had a lot of old fan theories, if you will, and fan castings that turned out to be true. Bo-Katan was kind of like, look, they're bringing back Sackhoff, like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ahsoka recently showing up. There was a lot of build up to, hey, are we gonna get like an Ahsoka spin-off, which sounds very likely, and maybe some other
100%.
characters?
100% we're getting a
I
second
mean,
spin-off. There's no way we
the
don't.
moment they name drop Thrawn, it was like, so
Yeah,
this is happening, right? Like,
'Cause I haven't seen Rebels, but isn't it the end of that she's going after Ezra and Thrawn?
yes, and they literally flash forward an unknown amount of years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's definitely a lot here. There's also a rumor that maybe they could be setting up what is going to be like a New Republic show, which
Oh,
honestly,
the Gina Karen. No. Bit.
yeah, which I could honestly see maybe the Ahsoka series filling in that void. Like she's part of this New Republic style show, and you bring in some Mando characters in that same time period and set Mando off on his own, which looks like they're building on some Mandalorian war, and then use these other characters that were involved with him in the first two seasons and just like focus on them elsewhere. I think that could kind of be really cool. So,
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean,
I'd be down for that as well. Give me more Mando stuff.
same. Plus, it'd be kind of cool to see the first, like the rise of the first, like remnants of the Empire fall and then the First Order rising. It'd be kind of cool to see that, like the pieces fall into place and what's being said about them, because we know it's like, oh, within the next 25 years, they're going to control an entire planet that shoots a laser. Okay, sure. Like, how do they hide this? And like, what's being said about them? I think that'd be kind of cool to explore. So,
And so I definitely think we're getting the first order thing this season of Mandalorian.
yeah, a few bits and pieces definitely seem to be building up there. Like, all
So we're at least going to see the Stormtrooper armor because we saw that in the trailers. There's got to be something, some kind of interaction going on there.
and I mean, since we kind of already had it confirmed, it's like, yeah, those clones, they're definitely hinting towards things. Like, yeah, we kind of get what they're going for. And
Yes, Mace Windu. Yeah.
well, okay, good. Thank God we were on the same page. And then he like disintegrates into Snoke. All of it's coming true.
God, imagine. Imagine.
We're just gonna
we close the grade, they just turn really white. It doesn't matter.
we're gonna explain all your masturbatory fan castings and theories. Damn. Well, what a time to be a Star Wars fan. It's like everything you could want is possibly just like getting thrown at you, and it's like, yes, enjoy it all. Which,
So it was nice to see not one person complain about that last Mando episode. Just like, oh, happy Star Wars people. This is nice. This is
what
nice.
a change. I mean, don't worry, because within 2 years,
Oh,
it's gonna shift back.
I mean, this week, I bet people are complaining.
Oh God, yeah, of course. I mean,
Since it's Thursday, I can't say they are, but I bet they will be.
they will be. They will be, as Yoda said. So, yeah, I'm just really excited to see where they're going to go with Ahsoka. I think that's kind of my takeaway. That and Thrawn, because I can't wait to see what they do with Thrawn and maybe fit it around within this time period. Because then that, again, puts them into the old style EU, where he first showed up after Return of the Jedi. The new Star Wars canon puts him before everything happens,
Yeah.
and now after as well. So I want to see if they're going to be like, you know what? Yeah, he's from the outer reaches of, the unknown space from Exegol. Like, they could easily connect all those dots and pieces and, like, start to lay it down that foundation of the final order being built in a backwards way, which again, man, these shows are really going to eventually fill in all the gaps and questions we have about the trilogy.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to eventually be the old EU. Just like, hey, here it is. Everything possibly explained. Why is this bird pink? Here you go.
Right. Now, I have one question. The child's name was finally revealed recently. I've waited to want to talk about it for a little bit. What do you make of it?
You mean Baby Yoda?
No, Grogu. Grogu.
Who's that?
So, are you one of the
Baby
people
Yoda.
that's very upset by the name or not?
No. I'm one of these people where it's like, cool, he has a name. It's Baby Yoda.
Yep. I mean,
you let that go on for. If you want to give him a name, you let that go on for too long.
yeah.
It is ingrained in. I've been taught to call him Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
You never called him the child. It was always Baby Yoda.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm friends with a lot of people that are like really angry at the name. They're like, the name doesn't sound like good, and it sounds stupid, and it doesn't fit the character or the universe. I'm like, you're used to calling people Chewbacca and Yoda. Shut up. Like,
I say there is an amphibious alien called Jar Jar Binks.
yeah, right? Like, dude, we went on for 6 years calling a dude Snoke.
Yeah.
Okay? Just don't worry about it. I guess some people are like, I've seen some people be like, well, I wanted a better name. I'm like, what? And they're like, how about Kevin? A human name? Kevin?
I mean, he does look like he very much is a Kevin. The way he acts, he's definitely a Kevin.
It just, look, it's a name. People get over it. Who cares? Like,
Exactly.
whatever. I'm fine with it. Whatever. Like,
it's like, everyone calls. I can't even tell you Mando's name. I just know him as Mando.
oh, Din Djarin.
Din Djarin, yeah, that's the one. It's like he's called Din Djarin, but everyone calls him Mando. It's no different to this.
Yep.
Cool. The kid's called Grogu. He has a name. Of course, he has a name. Why wouldn't he? He's like 50 years old at this point.
I saw somebody on one of my feeds say, so wait, his name is Grogu, but when he gets older, he's going to change it to Yoda? And the first reply underneath it was, my God, you are a effing moron. Stop watching this show. It's like, this show literally, I think every episode now has to turn to the camera and go, this takes place after the death of Yoda. Like, how do people still not understand where in the timeline this goddamn show takes place?
I don't know. They literally tell you in this episode. It's like, oh yeah, he was there when everyone died in the Jedi Temple because he lived in it. This is after that. Like, come on,
amazing. But hey, but when this season is over, we're gonna do a deep dive into it and where we think it's going and everything they did. But so far, I'm loving everything about this season. Like, every single episode I've loved. Like, it's damn.
So yeah, I was just trying to think then if like the Scott Derrickson one, I didn't hate it by any stretch of the imagination. I did really enjoy it. It's definitely the odd one out.
The Peyton Reed one?
That's the one. Yeah. What? That's Scott Derrickson.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Well, that's a poll.
Yeah, the Peyton Reed one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm tired. I don't know where I got Scott Derrickson from. Wow, my brain. Yeah. What? The frog lady one.
Yep.
Yeah. Where she's butt naked in a cake pool.
That one's personally my favorite one this season because it was so jarring. I was like, what the hell just happened? Like,
it's just like, oh, cool. Episode 3, we're starting with the filler. We're already here. Fantastic.